Okay, I'm starting my vlog here because I need to actually get myself accountable. So, today is May 12th, 2026, and I'm leaving for Kenya today for 3 months for my master's research. It doesn't really feel real. I look really rough because I've just been packing. I've been packing and cleaning up and bringing stuff down to the storage unit because I had to move out of my entire room for the summer. And I need to leave for the airport in like an hour and a bit. But I need to do like an everything shower and just like take a really good shower because I'm not going to be able to shower until I'm in Kenya. And that's not going to be for like 30 hours probably. So I'm going to bring y'all along with me on this journey. I really want to try to vlog as much as I can and post maybe on my public account, because why not? So join me as I go on this adventure. Luggage is packed. Wow. I'm clean and showered. And I'm gonna be leaving soon. I'm scared. I'm not scared, actually. I'm not scared. I rebuke that. But the bags, I weighed them. They're like perfect amount of weight, so I shouldn't have any issues. And then I have to take this down to the storage unit. It's my last thing. My carry-on, she's fat and heavy. And then my room is empty, literally empty. Obviously my backpack, my hoodie I'm gonna bring. Leaving this there, but it's literally empty, bruh. Empty, which is crazy. So yeah, this is real, it's happening, and I'll probably catch y'all when I'm at the airport. Bye stuff. All my belongings in here. The rest I'm taking with me to Kenya. So literally insane, but thanks to my roommate for letting me keep my stuff in our unit, this storage unit, over the summer, and I don't have to pay rent, thank God. Literally a blessing, but this is crazy. This is like all my crap. Some of that's not mine though in the back, but like I have a lot of stuff. I don't know why I have so much stuff. Anyways, that's literally it. That's all. Yeah. So here I made it onto the plane, but do I have a story time for y'all? Bruh. Literally terrible start to this trip, but it's okay. God's good. And I made it on my flight, which is what matters. So this is my flight to Paris, and of course watching Pop the Balloon. I got YouTube Premium because yeah, I love YouTube. Overall the flight was pretty good, went by fast, and on the way down I saw all these windmills, which I thought I'd record because, you know, green energy, green transition, there's a lot of windmill issues happening in Kenya, so I thought I'd see if there's a difference between what I see from the landscape going over Paris and then when I fly into Nairobi. But yeah, it's quite beautiful, and story time upcoming. Okay y'all, I have a story time. So you remember when I was vlogging when I was still at my apartment and I was all excited, I was all packed, all organized, I took an everything shower, I was clean, it was great, okay? I get my Uber, he's super kind, we pack all the bags in, and then on the drive to the airport, I FaceTime Ayo for like a good amount of time, and then I FaceTime Wenda for also a really good amount of time, so it was really great to like catch up and like talk to my people, and it was wonderful, it was a vibe. Traffic was kind of crazy though, like it took almost probably like an hour to get to the airport when it usually takes like 30 minutes, so I got to the airport a little later, like past 4, like maybe 4:15 when I wanted to be there right at 4, but it's fine. I thought everything was fine until I pull up to the kiosk to print my bag tags, and I'm like, oh, I want to lock them, and I go to grab my locks from my fanny pack, which I thought was here, and I'm like, oh, there's nothing there. And my heart dropped. My heart literally dropped to my butt. And I realized I left my freaking fanny pack on my desk in my room. And you can literally see it when when I was looking back on the clip of me filming my empty room. My fanny pack was sitting right there. And inside that fanny pack had my wallet with all my cards and all my cash. The main thing was my wallet. And I was like, oh, that's not good. And I was like, of course I do this again. Of course I'm always leaving my wallet. Thank God it's not in a random place where I can't get it, and it's in my apartment and it's safe, so that's good. And my roommate sent me pictures of all my cards, so that's good. But I literally was like, you're kidding. So while I'm still like in shock processing this, I have to like now take the bags to like the drop off area where the people like weigh it. And usually in Toronto, like maybe it depends on the airline, but like usually like when I've traveled, I just drop my bag myself on the machine and then it goes through. But then this time with KLM, like you had to go to like the desk with the flight attendants or the workers. And as soon as I walk up, this lady who literally is the devil sent her for me, because she looks at me and she's like, absolutely not. She's like, oh, like, is this your carry-on? Like she points to my carry-on. Like, what about your backpack? I'm like, that's my personal item. But whenever I've flown like internationally, and I've flown with KLM before, I have never had a problem with like the size of my carry-on or backpack, because like the airplanes are huge and they easily fit. Like I've never had a problem. But she was like, absolutely not. She's like, they both combined have to be like, I think 23 kg or something like that, which is like basically 12 pounds. And I was like, there's no way. So she like put on the scale. She wasn't even like working at that desk. Another lady was working at that desk, but she saw me and like came, and I was joining this other lady at the desk. And she's like, yeah, look, this is ridiculous. And she's like some French lady just like talking crap about me to this other lady. And she's like, yeah, no, you're going to have to pay for another bag. And I was like, and I knew how much this was going to be because I checked like these past few, like yesterday when I was packing, because I made sure my check-in bags were 50 pounds or under, like so they would be good, so I wouldn't have to pay for another thing, because another bag was $330. Insane. So I did everything in my power to make sure I wouldn't have to deal with that, but guess what I had to do? I had to pay $330 to check in my carry-on bag. Bruh. When I could have just checked in a full set, bro. I'm actually pissed. And to make matters worse, to pay for it, I needed a credit card. And guess what? I didn't have a credit card. Because where was it? In my apartment. So at this point, when she says the $330, I break down into tears. And I had a little mental breakdown in the airport. I think it's a combination of things. One, this is like a big trip for me, and I just wanted everything to go well, and I felt like I was so prepared, and then I show up to the airport and it all just goes downhill so fast. Two, I'm supposed to get my period really soon, so I think that's also why. Three, they were being really mean, and I was like, you don't have to be so mean. Like, yes, obviously this is the most ideal situation, but like, you don't have to be mean to me. So I'm like, how am I supposed to pay for this? And I call my mom because I start crying. I'm like, can I call my mom? They're like, yeah. So I call my mom, and I'm like, Mom, like telling her. I asked them like, can they just charge the same card that like I bought the ticket with? And they're like, no. And I was like, okay, well, I don't have a physical card, but I do have pictures of my credit card. And like, I guess an old one, like from when I freaking left my wallet in Peru. So I still have those pictures of my credit card. Thank God. So I'm like, well, if I have the number of my credit card, can't you just type it in? They're like, no. And I'm like, well, I literally don't know. Like, that's the only way I can pay for it. I'm like, what if I paid online? And then the lady was like, well, if that's what you want to do, you can try. And then walked away. And then I was just like on FaceTime with my mom, crying, like, Mom, like, I don't know what to do. Like, they made me pay $330 for my little carry-on. Anyways, then the lady comes back to me. I guess she saw that I was literally a mess, and I was like, I literally don't have any other option. I was like, I have a picture. I'm like, I have a picture of my credit card. So then they're like, okay, brought me back to the desk. I show them the picture of the credit card, and they're just being so rude the whole time. Like, my mom was still on FaceTime on my phone, and she's like, can you like turn this off? I can't like have her on FaceTime while I'm doing this. And I'm like, okay. So I turned down like the volume and everything. I'm like, Mom, just be quiet. And then they're punching in the number, and then she's like, it's rejecting it. I realized, oh, I showed them the wrong picture. So I'm like, okay, it's this picture of the right credit card. I'm like, it should go through. It goes through. It's fine. In my carry-on, I had stuff that I wanted to have access to while I'm traveling to Kenya. Like I has all my cameras. Um, Also like clothes too. So in case, like I packed clothing, so that in case because sometimes your check bags get like lost or like left behind, right? So I wanted to have like spare clothes, so if that did happen, I'd be prepared. Like I'm just frustrated because I really tried packing well, and then it just kind of blew up in my face. Um, yeah. So they check my carry-on and both my check-ins. At least my 2 check-ins were fine for weight. And then so all I have right now is my backpack. My trusty backpack. She's really, I don't know why she's so heavy. Like, I guess it has all my Apple ecosystem and stuff in there. But yeah. So I was a mess. I was so upset. I just was really feeling really frustrated with myself because I was like, how could I do this to myself? Like, it's not my fault. Like, it's no one's fault but mine. And I was just frustrated because it's like, how this is how I start off my trip for field work. So the good thing is I probably don't even need physical cards in Kenya since you pay by M-Pesa the whole time anyways. And thank God I have Apple Pay. So at least while I'm here in the Paris airport, I can just tap Apple Pay like I was able to get coffee. So yeah, it was very dramatic. But my mom prayed for me and I'm so thankful for my mommy. I think I just had to cry. I really had to let it out. I couldn't every time I was talking about it because then I called Io and then I started crying again. But he calmed me down and encouraged me, which I'm very thankful for. Because I don't know, I just feel like when things like this happen, I'm mad at myself, but then I'm also like mad that like I don't want people to see me like that. Like I don't want people to see me like be like forgetful and like I just feel like irresponsible and I just don't want like my mom especially or like even Io to like or close friends to like judge me even though I know they're not. But it's like an internal thing, but I think that comes to pride and what I've learned from this experience from God is that I really have to let go of control and praise Him that I have my passport, and that I had pictures on my credit card, so I was able to pay for the bag. That I had packed snacks and everything, like all my laptops, everything were in my backpack. So I have the essentials I need to get to Kenya. I'm healthy. I'm safe. So definitely just like not freaking out when things blow up in your face, taking a breath and just like keeping your head on. But I feel like my ludio didn't help that a lot. But God is good and He's provided and showing me that He's got my back. And I'm not letting no attacks of the enemy get me down. But yeah, we're in Paris. And my flight boards, I don't know what my flight boards. I don't even know what time it is. I have quite a bit of time here, I think. Like 2 hours, 3 hours. And I'm sitting in a cool chair and I'm charging my stuff. So, yeah, that's the story time, the diabolical start to my journey. We'll check in later. I might explore the airport a bit, get my steps in. So my backpack's just really heavy, so we'll see. But that's that for now. The bags. Bags are secured. Thank God. I waited for like almost an hour probably, but it's fine. Yeah, we literally are in Kenya now. Guys, I've officially made it to Dun Home, and I'm in my room. I'm in my favorite room of my grandma's house, and I have so much space because I'm not sharing it this time with my mom and sister. So I literally have this bed, I'm gonna flip my camera one second. Okay, let me do a room tour. There's this bed, and then there's this bed with the mosquito nets, and it's like a princess bed. It's so cute. And I have a full closet, and even a little nook here. We made it, and it doesn't feel real. It feels very surreal, but I'm just gonna take it one day at a time, one step at a time. It's almost midnight, so I'm going to shower and go to bed and not set an alarm and just sleep. So yeah, God is good. Thank God all my bags got here safe. No issues, no broken, no dents, literally nothing. Everything's here. So I'm very thankful about that. And yeah, I think I'm gonna end the vlog here, and I'll probably start another vlog once I'm getting into more of the research. But the journey to Kenya has been a success, other than the crazy start at Pearson. But you know, God's been faithful and he's been good, and I'm just thankful I'm here, I'm well, and I'm with my family. So yeah, I'll catch y'all later. Bye.